Hello. Today I'd like to give you the third part in my series on procrastination and the final part. We've already talked about what might be underneath your procrastination and also how destructive self-criticism is. And we also talked about what else might be getting in the way, your oughts and your shoulds perhaps, rather than your wants, making realistic steps, and whether you've got the resources in order to carry out the thing that you want to do. Today, having thought about what's underneath the reasons you might be procrastinating, I'd like to talk about how you can get on with things rather than continue procrastinating. And there are 3 points that I would like to make. The first one is about planning, how important planning is. The second one is what works best for you, finding out what that is and using that. And the third one is about creating your own momentum so that you can get on with things. So firstly, planning. What is it that you want to achieve? Be really clear about that. What is it that your goal is? Is it about losing 1 stone in weight? Is it about being fit enough to walk to the end of the road without huffing and puffing? Is it about carrying out a project that you've been given at work? Is it about something that you've wanted to get round to do in your home and keep putting off? Be really, really clear and specific about what it is you want to achieve and by when. And then, in order to avoid overwhelm, work out what are all the small steps that will get you there. What is it that you can do or achieve in a very small time frame that actually starts to feel achievable for you? Perhaps nothing more than an hour. Work out all those tiny little steps, and then you have something that you can work with without feeling completely overwhelmed. I have a client who was undertaking some major research and really finding it very difficult to get on with that. And what she did was she took the overall thing which had become her Mount Everest, and instead she split it down into small chunks, small achievable steps, and made it really clear about what she was going to achieve when. So planning's really important. The next thing is about working out what works well for you. How do you go about things in a way that works for you? Are you a morning or an afternoon person? When is it best in the day, in order to respond to your natural rhythms, for you to be undertaking this task that you want to achieve? And how long can you reasonably do that for? And what kind of breaks do you need in between? What kind of breaks and how long for, in order for you to then get on with the thing that you want to achieve? Work that out. Where is the best place for you to achieve the thing that you want to achieve? Is it in your home? Is it in your workplace? Where is it? In either of those places? Or is it somewhere completely different? Work out the best place for you. And how do you get going the best with what it is you want to do? What really gets you moving and gets you on with it? Is it dealing with the worst bit of it first, or is it really taking something simple first to get into the swing of it and then moving on to the more complex, difficult aspects of it? And then maybe, how do you best remind yourself of this? It's very easy in our busy lives to lose track of what it is we'd promised ourselves to do. So how can you remind yourself best? Is it a to-do list? Is it something in your diary or your calendar? Or is it a reminder on your phone, or something different again? What works best for you? Because that will help you to get on. And then finally, create your own momentum. So this is about starting by remembering your why. Why are you doing this? What is the purpose for you doing this? If it's about losing weight or getting fitter, is it because you're just going to feel so much better about yourself, or you're going to look good? If you're wanting to achieve a project for work, why are you doing that project? It might be simply because you've been asked to do it, of course, but is there another reason? What's in it for you? Will it give you greater credibility? Will it give you greater confidence? Will it help you with your next career step? Will it just give you a feeling of satisfaction when it's completed? Whatever your task is, work out what your why is and hold that with you to carry you through the difficult bits. And then sometimes it's about just getting started. So how about doing just that? Getting started. doing just 5 or 10 minutes, that's all. And if you do 5 or 10 minutes, you've won, you've succeeded, you've done that. And maybe next time you'll do a bit more. Or maybe you'll find that when you get to your 5 or 10 minutes, that actually you don't want to put it down and you want to continue. So just getting started can make all the difference. What about your rewards? Remember to reward yourself for the achievements that you create through doing this. Rewarding yourself for undertaking that first run, for starting that first page of the report that you had to write, for decorating maybe just one tiny bit of wall. Recognise the achievements that you've made, because if you spend more time recognising, you will feel better about what you're doing and feel more motivated. And my next point is connected with that. This is about noticing your achievements. Really notice what you're doing. Sometimes it works well to write them down even, but remember to pat yourself on the back. But you can only do that if you notice what you're achieving, rather than what you've still got to go, or what you forgot to do or haven't done as well yet. So really shift your focus to what it is you're noticing. And then you can pat yourself on the back. And be your own best friend. Choose to take away all self-criticism. Choose not to beat yourself up for anything that you don't do or you don't achieve as well, or that you forget to do. How about instead being your own best friend and cheering yourself on in the way that you would cheer on a best friend? That could make all the difference. I wish you well with this. I hope the last few blogs have helped you to understand your procrastination better and to find good ways of working around it, and I'd love to hear from you. All the best.